If you are someone who has wanted to have a meditation practice that you stick with a little bit more, or or someone who wants to understand and know more about why trying to have a daily meditation practice is useful or helpful in your life, I invite you to stay tuned. I'm sharing some thoughts this week that are, I'm sharing one thought this week really, that is just a simple to the point nugget about what meditation is and how you can simplify it so that you can stick with it. My name is Katrina Peeler. I am a wellness coach, a massage therapist, and founder of Living from Center. This is Wellness Tip Wednesday. Here is a way that I think about meditation. There's actually sort of three parts to this, but I'm going to focus on this one part because to me this is the crux of how you can stick with having a practice and why you would want to. Meditation, as you might have already heard, no, it is not necessarily about quieting your mind, but what it is about, the reason to me why it's useful to keep doing it, is that you are basically practicing your choosing muscles. So here you are giving yourself time, 5 minutes every day, to sit down and train your brain. Because you are saying, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to focus on my breathing, or whatever it is that you're choosing to focus on. Breathing is excellent to focus on because it's there. It's part of you. You naturally do it. So you are noticing your breathing. I'm inhaling. I'm exhaling. And you're coming back to simply noticing that that is what is right now. And stuff will happen in your mind. You'll think of this. You'll think of that. And then you practice building up your choosing muscle. I'm choosing to notice my breath. And then you notice this. And then you think of that. And then you feel this. And then you practice building your choosing muscle. I'm going to focus on my breath right now. So every time that happens, where you might get distracted and you choose to come back, you are building up your brain. You're building up the pathways in your brain, the capacity, the strength of your brain, of your mind, if you want to think bigger than just literally your brain, to choose and come back, and to focus and to be present and to be present. This is what I'm choosing right now, to be present. Every time you do that, you get better at it. So the goal is not to ever have that happen. In fact, it's great when you sit down to meditate and think of it as, I'm going to have these opportunities to choose. It's kind of like saying, I'm going to go to the gym and work on building up my muscles. You don't go and say, I wish it were already done and I was doing this perfectly. The reason you go is because you know you actually get something out of the work of building up your muscles or going for that walk and keeping up your cardiovascular system. This is the same thing. You sit for 5 minutes with the opportunity to practice choosing over and over and over again. And then you do get better at it and you do become more focused. And then in your life, you start to notice when stuff happens, when someone says something and you have the urge to react, you actually all of a sudden have the ability to tap into those choosing muscles for whatever it is you want to choose. Choosing to be present. That's the point, really, of a meditation practice, and it really is as simple as doing it 3-5 minutes a day. But it's the regularness that actually builds up the capacity. So I invite you to start a meditation practice if you don't already have one with that in mind. Just sit down and show up to practice choosing. And if you already have a meditation practice, perhaps adding this nuance into this for yourself builds things up for you even more. Let me know your thoughts. There is more videos I'm sure that I'm going to have about meditation because there is certainly always more to share so you can learn and and build up an even richer practice. But for this video, I want to hear your thoughts, how this is for you, this idea of building up your choosing muscles. I look forward to seeing you on next week's Wellness Tip Wednesday. Stay connected to your center.